Merry Meet, and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 13th of November, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and today I am reading with this beautiful Marseille deck by Fournier. And let's purify with this 4711 cologne. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase each of these products right in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Okay, we start out with the King of Swords, and then we've got the Page of Wands and the Queen of Coins. Now, when anytime the King of Swords is in the reading, it's just a reminder that that sometimes the ego can be a bully, and we all can do that. We all can do it. I know that some people think that everybody else but them is the bully. Sometimes you're a bully to other people, but sometimes you're a bully to yourself, you know? And a lot of times we want to just pretend like that's not part of our personality. You know, it's something that I've noticed for a long time, especially since I've been lecturing and things like that for the past, 35, 40 years, that most people think that abusers are other people. You know, everybody else is the abuser, but that's not something that I am. And it's just important to recognize that the King of Swords is the part of the ego which can be very mean. And it's very good at making you think that that's not what you're being. So whether you're being mean to yourself or whether you're being mean to other people, recognize it for what it is. It's the ego trying to create a sense of separation and keep you stuck. And the more you can recognize it, the faster it dissolves, because it only can stay in operation if it's in darkness, if you're not willing to look at it. So take a look at that. Now, the fact that it's over here lets me know that this is something that's not going on right now necessarily, something that may have been happening. But do you see how he's glancing into the future? That means that he's not done yet. He wants to keep coming back and coming back. And if you can just call him out when it happens, oh, King of Swords, I'm being a bully. I'm being mean. I'm being mean to myself. I'm being mean to somebody else. You know, there's a better way to handle this. Just by calling him out, you've kind of gotten rid of his power. Now, this Page of Wands is all about new ideas and new ways of working and new inspirations. And the wands are all about work in the world. And that page is looking straight at this Queen of Coins, who's all about nurturing your assets, especially your money. And so when these two are working together, boy, that's a powerful team, because you're getting all kinds of new ideas, all kinds of inspiration, and learning how to not only enjoy expressing yourself with whatever these inspirations are, but turning them into wealth, turning them into something that's nurturable as tangible assets, as tangible wealth. So turning ideas into wealth, but he wants to upset that cart. So be careful, just be aware of that. Don't allow that King of Swords within to take you away from your inspiration, to take you away from your plans and your goals and all of the things that are cooking right now, because there's a lot of success for you, but you've got to recognize what that bully is. Now, a lot of times, I know for me, if I see this, I know exactly what that is. It's not so much that I'm being mean to people, but it is that I'm being a bully to myself, right? If I noticed this, if I was giving myself this reading, I'd say, oh, okay, see, he wants to prove to you, this is me talking to myself, he wants to prove to you, that part of you, the King of Swords wants to prove to you that you don't deserve this, or that you're not good enough, or that you're some kind of imposter, or somehow distract me from doing the things that I know that I want to do and that are destined to bring me great fortune, right? He wants to shut that down. And so Just be aware of that. And like I said, if you're aware of him, if you see him, if you call him out, he has no power over you. All right, let's open this up. We've got the Fool card, followed by the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is promising a very happy outcome, regardless of this dude here, regardless of this King of Swords. The other way that you're being encouraged to overcome the King of Swords is by accepting your innocence. The King of Swords wants to keep you down by making you feel guilty and then making you do things that you then feel bad about. And once you recognize that cycle for what it is, you don't fall prey to it anymore by just accepting your innocence. And that no matter what you've ever done or whatever you would do or could do or will do, there's nothing that can change the universe's opinion about you. You're always going to be an innocent child. You know, if you have a 2-year-old that does something sneaky or does something annoying, yeah, you can get annoyed at it, but you don't think of him as anything other than an innocent child that did something, and that's how the universe views you. You may think that you've done some horrible things or that whatever it is, but the universe is never going to see you as anything other than innocent. And when you realize that, it also gives less power to this King of Swords because you recognize that it's trying to do something it's incapable of, separate you from your good. And it can happen temporarily. It can happen temporarily in this lifetime if you let it, but it can't happen eternally. So it's important for you to recognize that this part of the ego mind that wants to try to keep you stuck, wants to keep you guilty, wants to keep you kind of culpable, is destined to fail. And if you recognize that it's destined to fail, then you don't play to begin with. This 8 of Wands is talking about a lot of whatever has been going on with this in the past coming to an end. And I think that that's you, for most of you anyway, just saying, nah, I'm not playing those games anymore. Whatever that was, however this manifested for you, I'm not playing those games anymore. I'm not doing anything to upset my own sense of self, my own sense of innocence. I'm going to let that stuff end. I'm going to let it fall to the wayside, and I'm going to get back to work doing what I love to do and accepting this happy outcome that is my birthright. You're destined to win. You're destined to succeed. You're destined to have things turn out for you and work out well for you. And the only thing that the King of Swords inside can do is delay that. It can't ultimately destroy it, even though it wants to make you believe that you can destroy it, that those things can be destroyed. Now, if you're perpetually delaying your success, if you're perpetually delaying your happiness, then it can seem like it's been destroyed. But that's an illusion, because it's not the will of the universe that you fail. It's not the will of the universe that you be unhappy or that things don't work out well for you. It's the will of the universe that everything works out for you. Now, you have freedom. You have free will, so you can delay that for as long as you want. You can delay it perpetually. You can delay it for lifetimes, even theoretically. But when you realize that it's the infinite will for you to be happy and successful and have a happily ever after, and to do the things that you love to do, and to prosper doing the things that you love to do. When you realize that that's true, then you can accept it. It's just your birthright, and you're not as easily pulled off of your center by this King of Swords within. It's just how the ego works. The ego does everything it can to upset the apple cart. It does everything it can to make you feel bad about yourself or make you feel bad about other people, which is just another way to feel bad about yourself. And the reason it does that is because we've gotten into a really bad habit of using our minds. This is not an entity. You never want to think of the ego as some sort of external entity that's got power over you. It's a way that you have gotten into the habit of using your mind to try to upset things when they are going well. And once you get clear on that, it's so much easier to just recognize it for what it is. It's just the King of Swords. It's just a tendency. I'm not going to put any more energy or thought into that. I'm going to accept my innocence and move forward very clearly. Now, when you start seeing things ending today, when things just start to fall away, The ego may it's very possible that the ego is going to say, oh no, look, things are ruined. Things aren't working out for you. Don't let yourself get fooled like that. When things start falling away, it's because the things that are falling away are the very things that have been standing in the way of you having this success, having you be happy, having things work out for you. So when things start to end and things start to fall away, recognize it for what it is and accept it and celebrate it, and don't buy into any of the panic that the ego may want to start to stir up in you. That no, things can't end. If things end, that means it's a failure. No, in your case today, when things end, that means it's a success. And the reason why the ego wants to get you to panic about that is because it understands that what's falling away is it. What's falling away is the ego, because you've got its number. You're not getting fooled like you used to be, because you are the fool. You are the fool, and the fool in this case is that innocent child of the universe, not a foolish person. So you're lean and mean, right? You're down to what do they call that? Your fighting weight. You're getting rid of all excess baggage so that you can freely move into your success today. And all that excess baggage is this King of Swords. So just checking out, anytime you start to feel resentful, anytime you start to feel fearful, anytime you start to want to fight with yourself or fight with other people, recognize that that's all that is a big smokescreen to get you to delay your happiness and to delay your success. Don't fall for it. Instead, just go right to the happiness and the success. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. We'll see everybody tomorrow for another daily reading. Until then, blessed be.